So moving forward to the next session, the topic will be maximizing cloud efficiency, minor tweaks, bigger impact. This session will be conducted by Mr. Praneet Chandra, Senior Director, CloudKeeper. Let me give a small brief about sir. Mr. Praneet is a seasoned tech executive with 14 plus years of extensive experience scaling SaaS companies from inception to IPO. As Senior Director of Cloud Economics at CloudKeeper, he leverages his expertise in optimizing cloud infrastructure to drive business value and I would like to inform everybody that we have such seasoned professionals present here for you all. So I request please be with us throughout these sessions because it is for your own good that we have such great personalities present here between us to share their insights, their knowledge. Moving forward, with due respect, may I invite Mr. Praneet Chandra, Senior Director, CloudKeeper, on the dais, and a small insight about him that previously he held leadership roles at Udemy, Gainsight, and Deloitte, known for his impact on product strategy and operational excellence. With a huge round of applause, can we have Mr. Praneet Chandra on the dais? Everyone, energy, please.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I hope I'll not keep it boring, right? Like 15, 20 minutes, we'll go real quick. I've seen a lot of people have got notepads and everyone was scribbling, right? What I will do in this presentation will get a lot of things to write, right? So I'm not going to tell you frameworks. I'm not going to tell you what you should put as mindset, but actual tips, right? So yeah, the topic is maximizing cloud efficiency, minor tweaks, bigger impact. And there's a reason for it, right? This is a very close topic to my heart. There's a reason for it. I had this problem when I was working at PKI. PKI is an AI machine learning company acquired by UiPath. I had the same problem back at Udemy. So I used to I have got Udemy from 150 million ARR to 450 million, got it ready for IPO. And there was this problem always that, hey, why are we not able to optimize our cloud infrastructure on a continuous basis? What actually stops us, right? And that made me took a plunge in entrepreneurship. I started my own company called as WiseOps, gave it a grand run of 2 years, and then got acquired last year by CloudKeeper, and here I am, right? So again, back to the same topic, right? What actually is the efficiency? And before that, I would like all of you to participate with me. How many of you are running on AWS as a cloud, right, or cloud native? Great. GCP hands? Oh, and Azure? Great. Anyone on Oracle, Alibaba? I want to see that. Oh, wow, okay, great. Well, for the first time, like after I've, like fifth or sixth one, I've probably seen for the first time somebody said Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. And I'll give you a nugget about it. In Middle East, somehow Oracle has taken up the wave, right? OCI and GCP is riding the wave somehow. I don't know why, but I'm figuring it out. Great. So yes, all of us are very much cloud native, right? So I have one big thing to reveal. This is something that Gartner came out a couple of months back, that this year the cloud spend is going to be 723.4 million, right? That's what we are all going to collectively spend with generative AI, with agentic framework, with new cloud infrastructure, with a lot of shift left, shift up, and those all things, right? But a majority of it is going to be waste again, right? 30% of wastage is that what we are talking, right? And on an average basis, there are large companies who waste somewhere around like 40% as well. There are smaller companies who also waste like somewhere around 10 or 15%, and that's what is happening. So I have a question for you. How much cloud wastage actually happens at your organization? Do you have an idea? Somebody wants to take a wildest stab? It's fine, you don't have to be ashamed of it, right? All of us waste cloud cost, right? Anyone? 10, 40%, great answer. I think you are being honest. Anyone else? 10, 20%, anyone? Oh, all of you use cloud. Don't tell me you don't waste cloud spend, but it's fine, okay. So on an organization, on an average, somewhere waste around like or 10 to 35% of cloud waste, right? And it can depend on what kind of company you are, right? If you are in generative AI, you are spending a lot more stuff, you are doing a lot more experimentations, depends on your engineering velocity, and that changes everything, right? So it's fine, don't be ashamed, cloud waste is okay. All of us have got cloud waste. It's like fever, it comes and goes. So let's fix it, right? And for that, one thing that I put it really forward is, if you cannot measure something, you cannot improve it. And that is technically the problem. Most of you did not have answer why or how much cloud wastage you have because you're not able to measure it. We shave off that thing saying that, hey, this is a R&D spend. Yeah, we have to spend on R&D, great. But do you also realize cloud came at the first place with a promise of deploy whenever you need it, however you need it, and in whatever shape you need it, right? So why are we going and doing endless commitments? Why are we going and committing something that will need 6 months down the line, right? And this happens because we do not measure, right? So how you are doing shift left with security, with DevOps, the CI/CD pipeline, everything, you also need to start thinking about how can I shift left with cost, right? Even before I deploy, can I think about it, right? What would my actual infrastructure look like? How many users, how many customers I'm going to support, right? Or what is going to be a cost per feature, right? And that is most important, right? It's very easy to measure humans, but it's very difficult to measure infrastructure, and that is where we have to ace ourselves. And for that, what I do is, this is something that I give frameworks to a lot of companies I work with today, right? If you are a SaaS, digital native business, start measuring what is your cost per customer on infrastructure, what is your cost per API, right? People just said, yeah, my REST API just fetches all the latest records. I was like, no, it also goes and does authentication. It also goes and touches metering. It also goes and touches pagination, also touches database calls. So you have to measure what is the actual cost. If you can't measure it, I'm sorry to say, but like, yeah, the cloud cost will always keep on rising. You can never control it. And important thing, what is the cost per team, right? It's not about budgeting that if I want a senior software engineer in X lakhs or Y lakhs, right? But it's also about what are they spending on the infrastructure. There has to be a dedicated R&D budget, and that's how. And if you are an AI, API first or AI first team, right, as many of us are, what is your cost per token, right? Are you using the most optimized token? Like, I'll give you an example. I was building out an agentic framework. I built out something good, and I used the most latest model of Claude, and I suddenly saw, oh, my $50 just vanished in 4 hours. What happened? Choosing the wrong model, right? So can we really understand what is the cost per token? How are you actually using it? What's your agent cost, right? And again, APIs and other things. So have service level dashboards, have hourly cost breakdown, have reservations coverage. Understand these things. These are very important for you to fix any of it, right? With that, I also would like to present something that I drew proprietary called as law of cloud cost optimization, right? It's inspired from Maslow's law of hierarchy, right? If you've seen that, very similar, but like, you should always start with a billing discount at the top, at the bottom, right? Look for billing discount. It will help you save the baseline costs on you. Then think about the zombie resource management, that unused EC2 that one of your developers turned on during the weekend for testing and forgot to turn it off. Yes, you need to kill all of those. Think about unused resources. Can you auto shut them down, right? While you're not using, your dev team is not working all through 24/7. So shut them down, right? Your compute services, your EC2, RDS, and others. And then think about buying savings plan or reserve instance. What I see, a common mistake all of us do, we go and buy RI and savings plan at the first place, right? It's a discount, but if your usage is incorrect, there's no use of discount, right? You just don't go and buy a SUV in a showroom just because your dealer is giving 10% extra discount. When you know your traffic is going to be Gurgaon traffic, probably you want to get a bike or a hatchback, right? So you don't buy a wrong car, so why are you buying wrong infrastructure? So think about optimizing the usage first, and then buying reservations work a lot better. And once you have done it all, you can always talk to us. You can always talk to your cloud providers for private pricing agreement. Private pricing agreement is a means where you commit out a certain amount of usage with all the 3 cloud providers, and they give you better discounts, right? So that is law of cloud cost optimization. And as I said, right, I will let you use your notebooks and phone to click a lot of pictures. What I have, I've got 5 quick tips that you can start using today to start saving your cloud costs. The first one, non-production workloads, right? Non-production workloads, that's 35–40% of our bills. Our engineers do not work 24/7, even if you have got geographically distributed teams. And all of us pay additional 60% to AWS, GCP, or Azure. Why? Because we are not shutting them down automatically. So you should build out systems that can automatically turn off your EC2s, turn off your RDS over the weekends, even the weekends, right? 24, 48 hours, you're talking about 48 into 4 times, right? That's a significant amount of saving, 200 hours we are talking about. And you can save on a lot of cloud costs. Very easy to do, right? And I think if you tell any of your developers are smart, right? That's why you hired them. So yes, they will be able to do. Second one, eliminate waste using automation. There will be a lot of waste, right? We are in a space where we are constantly developing things. We will generate a lot of waste. Can we start automating things? Like EBS snapshots. Yeah, our regulatory policy says we should keep EBS snapshots of last 365 days. But you go to the company and see, they're like snapshots of 1,000 days. Nobody is looking at it, right? So start killing them, right? Have automation, like EBS snapshot greater than 180 days, boom, delete, that's it. Make it simple. Elastic IPs, load balancers, there's so many wasteful resources that you will have. Start auditing and you will start removing them. You will see your cloud costs going down every now and then. Bulk remediation, right? Think about how your compute and other things move, right? Let's say we made an assumption, the architect made an assumption, yes, we need C5 4x large running in production because I think our 1,000 customers will adopt the product right away. But in reality, you see only, oh, my production usage is only 300 users per month. So now, it's a good time to go back and challenge how you have been thinking about, right? Why did you provision C5 4x large when you don't have actual usage? So think about how you can go with the lowest denominator and go back, or make sure that you check back your assumption, right? And you can do it all in bulk methodology. That is all possible with one clicks, right? Modernization, if you have not heard of it, you should all do it. Yeah, people are already moving to Kubernetes. Move to managed services, reduce cost load. If you're using Intel AMD, look if your applications are Graviton compatible, do that. Gravitons are like 40, 45% cheaper. Same with GP2 to GP3 storage. And always think about how do you upgrade your RDS, right? Always running things like RDS is good and easy, right? So rather than running your MySQL on an EC2 machine that will be going to be painful, use them. They are much, much better and much more efficient as such. And then, I think this is a beast. All of us know data transfer cost is painful, but we don't know how to fix it. And one of the big challenges, we cannot measure it. So you have to start measuring what's the data transfer happening over the internet, network bytes in, network bytes out, and what kind of data transfer you are having, right? So somebody, I was talking to, in fact, VP of FinOps at GitLab yesterday, and he was talking about one of the companies he was working with. They had multi-cloud setup, and they were very proud of it. But their majority of cloud costs was transferring, moving data between GCP and AWS. And why? They wanted to use BigQuery because somebody just said, we should use BigQuery without looking at everything else. And then they removed BigQuery, started using something on AWS, and they started saving costs. So it's also about the wise architectural decisions that you make, and that will also help you reduce this data transfer cost. So use regionalized services, use CDNs, right, if you're not using it, and compress, reduce the batch size of your data transfer. In fact, I have a very household name in India where a customer had a JavaScript snippet that was sitting in an S3 bucket, and people downloaded to put it on their website for tracking. And you won't believe they were not using CDN in front of it, right? So every time you click on it, it actually downloads that snippet from S3 bucket, and that was costing them so much cost. Just by putting up a CDN in front of it, by enabling caching, they started saving around 40% on their S3. That is specific bucket cost, that's it. Very simple things, right? All of us know it, but we don't do it, right? So start measuring, you will start doing it. With that, that was all my 5 tips, right? And I'll take a short while to talk about CloudKeeper. What is CloudKeeper? We are a comprehensive cloud cost optimization partner. We work with over 400 plus customers, a premier consulting partner for 10 years with AWS, 15 plus years on cloud, have saved around 20% on average for like $120 million by now. And this is what is our framework that helps us save the best cost for you, right? What we do rate optimization. We help you get better rates with your billing provider, with your cloud cost provider. So if you're using AWS, we help you get the better discounted rates. GCP, Azure, yes, we help you with all through of that. Then we also help you with RINSP. You do not have to go and buy RINSP if you run on demand. Please continue to do so. We can help you give commitment-like pricing without you having to do any commitments very easily. We do usage optimization, where we help you optimize your workloads, right? We work on over 50 plus AWS service, do 100 plus different recommendations as such, and optimization. We've got a cloud cost visibility so that you can always be aware where your cloud cost is moving. And then we have a large team of 100 plus AWS certified and GCP certified solution architects and consultant who can help you with any kind of cloud consulting and advisory. So next time you want to run a POC or a migration and you're worried about my team doesn't have a space or time, yes, we are the guys, we can always help you with that. And this is absolutely comes at no cost, right? So that was all my time. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we wish you a big savings ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Please be with us. May I invite Mr. Praveen Bist, CIO, Amrita Hospital. Sir, please join in to present a small token of appreciation.